All right, Dave Harris from Retro Rewind sitting down with Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. Joey, thanks for coming by, man.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for having me, man.
So, Joey, let's talk about the 3 number 1 hits that the New Kids on the Block had. Your very first number 1 was I'll Be Loving You Forever from the summer of '89. What about that one?
I'll Be Loving You was a great song. I think Jordan was really proud of that song, and it was certainly the glory days. It was right after Right Stuff, which was a big hit for us, but this was our first number 1, and the videos that we had were all done by the same director, Doug Nichols, and I think he, was at a time where MTV was really, blowing up, and we just kind of rode the wave of music television, and the videos are very important, and that's what I think of about I'll Be Loving You Forever. It was a great song. Maurice Starr wrote a great song, and Jordan gave a great vocal, and that was that.
Now, I don't know about you, but Hangin' Tough, can you believe that was a number 1 hit?
Hangin' Tough was killer. Hangin' Tough was a great song, man. It's just funny that that's a number 1 song, when you look at it. It's not that it wasn't worthy. It's just I'm glad that, that kind of a song was number 1. Because I think Right Stuff was a better song than Hangin' Tough. But Hangin' Tough, we were so big at the time, it was just kind of a number 1. Sometimes the act kind of pushes it to the top, and I think that's what happened with Hangin' Tough.
And now the follow-up to that from the summer of '90, Step by Step. What's the deal behind that one?
Step by Step was the culmination of, that whole, coming off of Hangin' Tough was such a big record, and Step by Step was like that first, song off the new comeback album, the follow-up, and I think we didn't disappoint. I think Step by Step was a great up-tempo record, and again, Jordan gave a great vocal, and I was step 4 on that, by the way. Step 4, I Can Give You More. And it was cool to come back with that kind of a record.
Do you have any regrets?
I think we came back with the wrong second single, though, folks, but that's okay. That's another interview. Did
you learn anything career-wise in being able to apply that to what you do now from being in New Kids on the Block?
Yeah, I guess I did learn a lot from, the other guys and what, Maurice Starr, our producer, and wrote a lot of the songs, how he was as a singer and a songwriter. I learned a lot from that, and it took me a while to actually use those techniques, but production-wise, I'm not really I tend to stay with the singing and concentrate on being a performer and a singer and trying to tell the story as opposed to production side. I mean, I like to have my input, but I like to work with producers as opposed to being a producer. So, the New Kids, just like any experience, there's no substitution for experience. As you go along in your career, you get more comfortable and you learn more of what you like to do and where you're most comfortable, and you get used to things, and the more comfortable you are, the better a performer you are, the better artist you are, and the better the art you make. So there you go.
Retro Rewind.